Okay, there's not really a script for this video. I just wanted to talk about a very specific topic, something in SaaS that I think is so overlooked that it's harming so many softwares without them even realizing it. And that, of course, is time to first value. So many apps I've noticed decide to overlook this so much to the point where they are losing users. They have no clue why. And to substitute for this, they start ramping up their ad budget. They start increasing their marketing. They think there's something horribly wrong with their app, when realistically, all it is this simple concept that they are overlooking. So what is time to first value? In very simple terms, a new user comes on and he has a certain amount of time to complete one action that gets him his first win, his first aha moment, as we like to call it. The problem is so many softwares oftentimes take way too long. There's not enough instruction. There's too many obstacles in the way. The user might not know what to do. And because of that, somewhere in this process, he ends up dropping off. He decides that it's not worth his time to try figuring this out on his own. He's not seeing the value of it. And if this is a free trial or a freemium model, completely vanishes before even converting into a paying customer. Time to first value is a very serious problem that needs to be addressed right away. If you go on ChatGPT right now and ask what is a good time to first value, oftentimes what you will find is under 5 minutes. Now this is way too long. 5 minutes is an absurd amount of time for a user to have to figure things out on his own or even guided. Now, I understand some apps may be more complex and it takes a lot longer to set up, but generally people in those apps will be more understanding. They will know what the process looks like and will be open to actually spending more time to set it up. This is for the general consumer apps, AI apps, those B2C kind of things. Our biggest goal is to turn this to be under 60 seconds. If we can drop this time down under 1 minute, ideally even 30 seconds after the user signs up, that is going to be the optimal time for them to get to know the app and get to that dopamine spike of their first win as soon as possible. The problem now becomes, how do we actually achieve that? How do we guide the user from first onboarding onto the app, guided through this process, and then actually completing the actions that get them their first win? You might not believe this, but it actually does not require that much technical knowledge. And I'm gonna show you exactly how we would do this right now. So there are two main things that we need to address. First and foremost is guiding the user with direct steps on how to use your app, getting them to that first win by an interactive onboarding process. The second being, if they get stuck somewhere, anywhere, even after this process, addressing any of their concerns automatically. So we're gonna achieve this through two separate products offered by Intercom. I'm sure you've definitely heard of Intercom before. It's that app where you can add a little widget in the bottom of your app, in the bottom of your website, that you can connect to a support rep and get help with. Intercom offers an interactive customer onboarding process. So what you can do is go to this website here. I literally just got here by going on Google and typing in Intercom Interactive Onboarding. And setting this up is the most simplest thing in the world. It'll help you create these interactive, what they call product tours, as you can see here, with pop-up widgets that directly guide the user on how to use your app. This is extremely important and is going to decrease that time to first value a lot. Instead of the user having to go through your whole app and try to figure things out on his own, instead they are given direct next steps. As you can see, there's even a number of steps. Ideally, you want to keep this to under 5 steps total, so you can fit into that 30 to 60 second time block. But obviously, depending on your app, it's going to take a different amount of time. The pricing for this specifically is under $200 a month. Now, there are other apps that do exist, like Product Fruits, but the problem is this second app that we are going to be implementing. Product Fruits also highly depends on how many actual monthly active users you have. The reason we want to stick with Intercom though, and I highly recommend it, is one, it's the most trusted, but two, because of this second app called Fin AI. This is also included in your plan, and there is an additional fee of 99 cents per solved resolution, but these resolutions can take ages. If it takes an entire year for a customer to get one of their requests, fulfilled, it'll still only charge you 99 cents. They are currently one of the best on the market right now for automated customer support. This is going to save you thousands of hours every single month on doing manual customer support tasks. You simply train the AI on all your company data, and then it goes out and solves customer problems for you. If for whatever reason it's a more technical question, or it's not necessarily very confident in its answer, only then will it ping you or someone on your team to actually go in and talk to the customer. The whole idea of these two apps is decreasing the amount of friction in between the user signing up for your app and then getting their first win. And of course, anything beyond that based on the kinds of activities that they are doing. Now, this video wasn't the longest, but this is a very crucial thing that you really need to focus on in your SaaS if you want more users to actually fully onboard into your app. If you want to learn more about growing and scaling your SaaS, I highly recommend you follow me on Instagram, and most importantly, implement this into your software as soon as possible. I'll see you in the next one.